So what is holding you back? Probably one of them is fear. My name is Luvanda, a motivational speaker and also an entrepreneur. And today I want to talk to you about the fear. Somebody defined fear as the false evidence appearing real. And I think it's very true because fear, most of the time, is embedded or empowered by your will. You're the one who magnifies the fear. So you must know on how you can deal with the fear immediately. And you know, fear is both negative and positive on its implication. You might change your life because of the fear, and you might not change your life because of the fear. And probably what is holding you back right now to achieve your dream, to express your true self, is fear. Now, there are a lot of kinds of fear. Fear of failure, but also fear of success. Yes, some people say, is there a fear of success? Yes, some people, they are not, because of the low self-esteem, they don't believe or they're afraid that if they start a project, it will be so big to the extent that they cannot manage it. It's called fear of success. Now, on the other side, now this is not a problem to so many people, but I want to talk on the fear of failure, of which is holding a lot of people. People are afraid to fail. And because of the way we were raised from the childhood, that if you start doing the thing, the parent will tell you, no, don't do that, don't do this, don't do this. So when you go to the school level that you're studying, you're afraid to make mistakes. Every assignment, you're supposed to come up with the flying colors. So as you're growing up, also in the field of business or in your career, you tend to be very sensitive. Should I do that or should I not do that? You're afraid of making mistakes. And they're saying it's not about the failure which matters. Actually, failure is good, but it's about the fear. As the fear is what is really, really a terrible thing, because failure is part of success. You cannot be successful without failing somewhere. You remember yourself when you were a kid, you were trying to walk the first step. How many times have you fallen down? So honestly, failure is a part of success. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't be afraid of being a failure, okay? And I'm going to talk to you on how now you can take action to deal with your fear. Number one, face your fear. That's the best way, because the moment you start doing the things that you're afraid to do, that's how you're going to truly master the art of dealing with the fear. And you can start slowly in dealing with it. Maybe your fear is to speak in public, and probably you want to need to start speaking to your friends first, okay? The people that you're familiar with, probably 2 or 3, and then you increase the number, and probably next time you take a presentation to your family members, and then you take to a class or to our co-workers, and then probably you can have a larger meetings. So I believe in baby steps in dealing with the fear. Some people, they're so afraid in investing or in doing business. Then probably you can start with a small amount, because the higher the risk, the higher the investment, the higher the risk also. And I believe if you start dealing with the fear at the very small level, then slowly you increase the bar, and that's how you can overcome the fear, okay? And probably you at your work and you want to retire earlier. You don't want to need to wait until the end, until you are 55 or you are 60 for you to retire. You can start a small business that you can incubate it, and then you can expand slowly, okay? Another best way to protect yourself from being afraid or to allow fear to immobilize you, you need to protect your mind, because fear is in your head, okay? So protect your mind. How do you protect your mind? Be careful with the things that can cause fear in your mind. For example, the horror movies, for example. Horror movies actually can make your mind be afraid even of your shadow. As simple as that, okay? We have the experience. I remember while I was a child with my sisters, my sisters and my brothers, actually we watched a Nigerian movie, which, you know how Nigerian movies are, which are witchcraft, the jinns, the devils in the movies, and we watched during the midnight. So the moment we went to sleep, my sister had a terrible dream. Actually, it was just like a vision, seeing the jinn is coming out of the wall, Can you believe that? And he was so scared, screaming all over, calling everybody in the room. Went there only to realize that it was just a movie. So focus on the things that get you your mind. Focus on the positive reports. Most of the time, news becomes so negative on its sense. And if you focus so much in that, they can make you afraid. Oh, the economy is going down. The economy is doing that. People are redundant everywhere. People are fired everywhere. And you might lose the focus. So make sure all the time you protect your mind by watching things which are so positive, by preventing your mind to watch things which are scary, but also protect yourself from friends who are so fearful. You know, fear is contagious if you're not careful. So if you have friends who are always filled with fear, they are going to feed your fear. And the best way to do is to feed your faith rather than your fear. Because fear is the enemy of faith. And faith is what keeps us going. Is a belief that we have in our goals, in our dreams. And if you have people who are talking so negative about the things, about life, you're going to be so afraid that you cannot get out of your house. So focus on that. The other thing that I want to give it to you, get the facts. Now, facts can be scary sometimes, but if you know the right facts, if you know the truth of the matter, probably you won't be afraid. If you know, for example, the economy is bad, but if you know that economy has these ups and downs, then you know today is going to be good, tomorrow is going to be bad, then you don't be afraid. If you know that tomorrow is going to rain, you won't be caught by surprise. Oh, it's raining today. Oh, what am I going to do? But if you know the things, you're going to be prepared. And that's the most important thing. People are afraid to get into the marriage life because they don't have enough facts about the marriage. They don't have enough facts about the relationships. They don't have enough knowledge about the relationship on how to deal with another person when the problems comes. Because let me tell you something. Problems are going to be there. Hello? Problems are going to be there all the time. So it's a matter for you to get prepared. And everything is risky. Some people so afraid because of the risk. But risk is there everywhere we go. I have met so many friends, they're afraid of doing business, they're afraid of changing jobs, they're afraid of going to entrepreneurship because they are afraid of the risk. But let me tell you something, risk is everywhere. Hello? Risk is what? It's everywhere. When you go to sleep, it's risky. When you get up, it's risky. When you're going to eat, it's risky. When you get married, it's risky. When you get a divorce, it's risky. When you going to give birth, it's risky. And when you go to work, it's risky. Everywhere is risky. So don't be afraid of the risky, okay? Because everything is risky. And I was so moved by Randy Gage book, which say safe is new risky. Because of the job security people are looking for, you know, that's one of the riskiest things. I will talk on that subject on the other time. But I want you to focus knowing that risk is there. So danger is real, but fear is a choice. And I believe these few points will help you to face the fear. Tell me what is the most fearful thing and how you have dealt with it by leaving the comment below. Till next time, please don't forget to check my website and let me know on how this video has helped you. And always be brave, be strong, don't be afraid.